All right, good morning everyone. You see my eggs over there. You also do not see off of the screen, but I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you that I have chorizo here. I'm gonna get a knife out here, and we're gonna start by heating up this skillet. Getting out a little bit of this chorizo. There we go. Put this back into this bag. And I'm going to be on a mission in my house for the next week or so to use what I have up in my house, and very little grocery shopping, if any at all. And so we're gonna get this going. I don't know why I got this out. Let me get a spoon or spatula. Spatula will work. And we're going to get this heated up. We're gonna get this chorizo kind of the fat rendered out of there, because it started to release all of those flavors out of there. That's what I like most about chorizo, is the flavors that render out of it. Yeah, we're gonna make, hold on. I turned the burner down so it doesn't splatter all over. And we're gonna let this kind of cook a little bit while I work on the eggs themselves. So I need to up work. I've been kind of busy this morning off of camera. I did get the dishwasher loaded and run. And so it's finished drying up. And once it's finished drying up, then I will unload the dishwasher. I got all of the comments read and responded to this morning. And I got a video uploading right now, so off camera. Plus I set up for, I am going to use some hamburger meat that I already have cooked up. And since it got cool overnight, and it's still cool outside, I'm going to use that hamburger meat and create a Virta-friendly chili for myself today, using that hamburger meat. Alright, now, we're going to take this. It's basically 2 eggs, a little water, and some salt. And we are going to go ahead and wash this bowl. Since I'm right here, I'm going to have dishwater in the sink. I Might as well. There we go. That's washed. And we're going to come in and kind of mix this chorizo up into these eggs. Let those eggs set. Get a plate out to serve this on, and I'm just going to do a small dessert plate. This is cold, so I'm going to go ahead and set it there. And all right, here we go. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it all in the center there, and we're going to take and put some mild cheddar cheese, because y'all know I got plenty of cheese. So we're going to use some of this mild cheddar cheese on top of this. Let me put a lid on that, just like that, and I'll bring you back when the cheese is melted. All right, everyone, I'm sitting here. Yesterday was what we call Fat Tuesday, and so it's time for Mardi Gras to go into the storage container over there, and St. Patrick's Day stuff come out along with Lent stuff. So got a piece of gristle there off of that chorizo. This is so good. I love chorizo. It adds so much flavor to eggs. I had somebody asking me about chorizo, because sometimes they get it from the food bank and stuff like that. And basically what it is it's a flavoring for your eggs in the morning to make tacos with. Breakfast taco. But I just eat it straight up like this now. I used to make breakfast tacos with it, but now I just eat it straight up like this. I don't know if y'all can see Chico behind me playing. He's playing with his babies. And this is so good. All right, I have a question for y'all, my viewers. Do you want me to film every walk I go on with Chico every day, or just one of the walks? Because I go on walks 4 to 5 times a day, and that would be a lot. That would be a lot of video of Chico and I just walking. I personally think one of the walks a day is enough, but this is so good. Some of the simplest meals are so good. They're so good. Thank y'all for joining me for breakfast this morning. What am I forgetting? I'm forgetting to light my candle. I do enjoy this candle light. It just kind of makes my day. There we go. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for spring. I'm looking at my garden out there and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to grow and how I'm going to grow it. Because the vegetables that I want to grow this year are all vining vegetables. So I have to give them something to either spread out on the ground or vine up. So I don't know what I'm going to help my my vines to grow up onto. Last year I used netting, but it wasn't tall enough. I want to do like a lot of like cherry tomatoes and that kind of stuff this year, because I tend to eat more of the cherry tomatoes than I do what do you call it? I got another little tiny piece of bone out of there. I tend to do a lot of more I eat fresh a lot more cherry tomatoes than I do the big slicing tomatoes and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about doing that, but cherry tomatoes are a vining tomato, so I gotta figure it out. How I'm gonna do it in a small garden. I want to do cucumbers. I want to do cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, yellow squash. My lettuce is still going out there. My arugula has bolted, so it's turned bitter. And so that's going to come up out of the garden. And so, yeah, I got to figure this stuff out, okay? I'm thinking about getting like some fence posts that are like 6 or 7 feet tall. And driving them down into the garden and then putting fishnet on those poles. And because I do have the netting for the vines, and then once I put the netting on the poles, then training all of the vines to go up the netting is that's my thinking anyway, because I have the netting. I bought it from Temu, or I got it from Temu, and so I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do, because I want to use what I have in here. And so I'm planning the garden, and how I'm going to work it. All right, so just know that that's in my brain today. And I'm gonna take this, wash it up, because I do have dishwater in my sink, and then I'm gonna clean up after myself in here and take Chico for another walk. Hey everyone, I'm bringing you in to unload the dishwasher. So let's get the dishwasher unloaded. I'm gonna reset the table as well. So I'm gonna take all the dishes that go on the table and set them off to the side for right now, because I'm going to reset this table over here. But we're gonna get this job done. I need to wipe everything off with water. All right, let's get this, all these dishes put away. What in the world? There we go. This goes up here. Everything that goes this direction for me for right now. Chico, I need you to move out of the way, baby. Done. All of this goes over here. I did keep the containers that my food was in yesterday. And the reason is because I thought they were pretty cool containers that I could reuse for a few times. And so I'm going to put those down in my cabinet where all my glass containers are. And I might reuse these. So we're going to put all of this. I'm thinking through this, everything that goes in this direction. I try to take as many things as I can and stack them up. And so in my hands, so we start over here. Put these here. Many of y'all have lids that sometimes just go flying everywhere in your cabinets. This goes right here. And I'm going to continue to move around until it's done. I generally do this off camera, but I had a viewer comment that you say you're doing all this stuff, but you're not showing us, so I'm showing y'all. But I do, in fact, actually empty my dishwasher and load it up. And I do it pretty much every other day. But I didn't think y'all wanted to see that, but okay, you do. I'll gladly turn the camera on. All of the forks, where I stab myself with a fork. And then all the spoons. A long-handled spoon. There we go. The top. Let me wipe the tops off of these cups and jars. And now this is going to be ready for the next, for me to just put things into the dishwasher. All right. These go over there. This, I'm going to leave it on my counter for right now because I'm going to be using that soon. Let me put this over here. And these two cups go in here. And a quart-sized jar and a pint-sized jar that I emptied up last couple of days. And so now that's ready to be loaded. And just like that, we have the dishwasher emptied. We are taking down Mardi Gras now, and we're going to move into St. Patrick's Day and Lent. And so I am going to take down all the Mardi Gras items that I have, and on the table. And I'm going to leave this tablecloth on because it's still clean. I'm really careful when I sit here and eat to make sure that I don't, mess up the tablecloth. And so I'm going to take all this down, and then I'll bring you back when I get ready to put up what I have for St. Patrick's Day. I'm not buying anything new now. All right, I'm bringing you in to show you what I have here. And yes, you can see Chico's up underneath my feet. All right, so these are things that I had left over from my classroom. These two items I had left over from my classroom. And so I'm going to put those up here on the table. This was Mardi Gras beads that were St. Patrick's Day themed. So they are going on the table. And then I'm going to take, and this is a scarf that I wore during St. Patrick's Day for several years, and I'm going to take it out today, and we're going to use it as a table runner. That's what we're going to do. And so I wore this scarf so much that some of the tassels on the end are off of it. But what I got, and I'm not spending any money that I don't need until I know how much I'm going to be making a car payment for. So oh no, the tassels are still there. I thought I had like knocked them off, but I haven't. So here's my St. Patrick's Day decorations with a hint of what's coming with Easter lilies. And I'm going to put all this stuff back. I do have some napkins that are white napkins, so I can use them pretty much for any occasion. I don't have any placemats, but that'll wait. That'll wait. But I am going to go ahead and set up the table the way I generally do. Each place setting is going to get a wine glass, each side of the table is going to get chocolate candy dish that I still have the chocolates in that I'm working on, and I'll set these in the center for right now, and place settings. Most of these just came out of the dishwasher, and one of them I used to scramble my eggs this morning, and it's over on the counter. Then I found these in a storage that I used for I don't know what, but we might as well use them up. I got them. Wow, this bag is good and sealed. Woo! I'm gonna have to get a knife or a pair of scissors or something for this. This is good and sealed. I may even got these from a food bank haul. I don't know. All right, let's get in here and get these. The package on them was a little faded, like the packaging looked old, but the napkins themselves are fine. So I'm just gonna fold these, tri-fold them, and slip them into my napkin rings. And put it on the side over there. I'm probably not doing this right, but that's all right. used paper towels in these napkin rings. I've used napkins in them, and I'm going to leave the rest of these in the center of the table. And this goes, everything is on the right here. So let me switch this over to this side. Is that right? There we go. And okay, let's see. What else? Coffee cups. I want the coffee cups out. And I'm going to get that bowl. Oh, okay. And then that happened. That's all right. Coffee cup. Coffee cup. And coffee cup. Okay. What else? What else do I need to put over here? Let me set that right in there. Let me set this on the table because I've been using it quite a bit. And that's it. My table setting is done. It's been changed over. Good evening, everyone. Well, afternoon. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, and I'm bringing you in to do a project that I wanted to do. And I've been wanting to do it for quite a while now. This is a, let me get this out of the way. This is a wooden, like a salt bowl that I received as a gift from a viewer quite a while ago, and it came kind of unfinished, and it still had like sawdust on it and stuff, so I had to wash it and then let it dry really good and make sure that there is no sawdust on it, and that it was really dried before I start working on it. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use a paper towel, and the very first thing that I want to do with this is I want to, this is food grade oil that I use for my wooden, what do you call it? My wooden cutting boards. And so what I'm going to do is put this on top of here along with this, and we are going to work on getting this oiled up and kind of sealed off. And it did come with numbers written on it. It says 4/9 on it, and so I'm not sure what that number means, but we're going to get this sealed up anyway. And the very first thing that I need to do is it says on here, apply an even coat of the mystery oil, which is this, to the entire wood surface. Allow the mystery oil to fully penetrate through the wood fibers overnight, and then wipe off any excess oil. Okay, and then we go in, apply an even coat of the Boss Block board cream. So the first thing we're going to do is put the oil on it, let it sit overnight, and then I'm going to add, I'm going to put this over it, and it should kind of seal it up. Okay, get it to the point where I need it to be. So we'll start with this, And we'll just start and we want the oil to penetrate. So I'll keep putting the oil on it because this piece of wood did not have any wood oil on it at all. And so that's what I'm trying to do, is add the wood oil to it. It was kind of an unfinished wooden gift. And so we want the wood oil on it, and we want it to soak in really, really well. And so I'm going to continue this because now I have a neighbor that has something going on outside that's going to come out on this video. So I'm going to continue working with this, and I'll show you when it's done. So I coated both. This needed to be coated as well. So I coated both the chopping board and this really well with the oil. And now I'm going to let it soak overnight, and tomorrow the same time, right around 4:30, I'm going to come back in with the board cream, and we're going to moisturize the cream as well. I mean the board and this as well. I'm bringing you all in to show you what I'm doing. I am working on this low carb cornbread, and I am adding in the wet ingredients, which is cream together, the butter, cream, and eggs. And so I have 6 tablespoons of butter, 1/4 cup of heavy cream, and 2 eggs. Let me get the 2 eggs in there. This should come together pretty quick. I had the oven preheating to 350 degrees with the iron skillet and some lard in the iron skillet, so that it'll be coated. 2 eggs. I need 2 eggs. There we go. 2 eggs in there. And we're going to whisk this together, and I'm just going to use the hand whisk that I have. I'm going to need almond flour. Let me get this out. It says whisk until it's all incorporated, so that's what I'm going to do. Can we read on it? It says whisk those things together. A large bowl, whisk together butter, cream, and eggs. It doesn't say until incorporated. It just says whisk it together. Okay, so I whisked it together. All right. Then it says, in a separate bowl, which I'm going to use one of my very large soup bowls. The oven is preheated. So I'm going to use a very large soup bowl. Set this off to the side. Bring this over here for y'all. And we're going to add the dry ingredients, which is 1/2 cup of almond flour, 1/2 cup of almond cup of almond flour. 2 tablespoons of roll, but I don't have that, so I'm gonna use, and that's a sweetener if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna leave it out because I don't want this one to be sweet. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Let me get 1/2 teaspoon here. I'm gonna have to turn you off because I gotta go find the baking soda. I hope I have some after I started this. Uh-oh. Pretty sure I have some. I'll be back. Let me go find it. It was the one ingredient I didn't have out. Alright, so I don't have any baking soda. What I do have is baking powder. And so baking soda is 3 times as strong as baking powder, so I gotta add 3 times the amount of baking powder, according to Google. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'll put baking soda on my list. I don't know why I don't have baking soda, but I don't. I looked. And so it is what it is. So 1/2 teaspoon of salt. This is a sugar canister that a container that I use for my salt. And it calls for a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. So I'm going to use 3 times the amount of baking powder. Yeah, it may change the outcome. We'll see. We will see, but we're going to go ahead and mix those together and move on from that. All right. We'll mix these together. And that's all the ingredients that go into this mock cornbread. All right. Then I'm going to take the dry ingredients, mix it in with the wet ingredients. Get out a oven mitt and grab this iron skillet that I have and make sure that it is coated well. There we go. And I'm going to come in and mix this up really well. And into the pan it goes over here. I'm gonna pull you guys over here. You can see the pan on the stove here. I'm gonna pour this in there. And we're gonna see how it comes out. I'm hoping it comes out good. I'm hoping it rises up. me. I want to get all of this out of here. And then this is the first time I'm making this recipe, and I didn't have any baking soda. I have baking powder, so we'll see how it comes out. And we'll see how important it is to use baking soda instead of baking powder. And yeah, so the oven is preheated to 350, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven. And we are to bake it for 15 to 20 minutes. In the meantime, while that's going, in this big pot, I am going to take this ground beef that I have cooked up right here, and we're going to repurpose this ground beef. This is about 1.5 pounds right here. And I have this plus this one, which is both from the same package. It's a 3-pound package. And this is about 1/2 pound. And so we're gonna put these together and heat this up. I'm gonna make chili. I'm gonna make a pot of chili. And inside this pan, let me get all this out of here. This is a Virta friendly recipe. Here it is. I am going to open up a can of diced tomatoes. And this is low sodium diced tomatoes, no salt at all, really. And tomato sauce, all low sodium. I am going to rinse this can out. A little water. And so these two are going to go in here. Trash, and we're going to keep going. Chico, I need you out of the way. Oh, Chico is right underneath my feet. He knows I'm cooking. Alright, so we got this. And we're going to bring this up to, and the recipe called for, let me find it. This is the recipe I'm using, and it called for 2 pounds of ground beef, which is what I have there. 1 1/3 cups of tomato sauce. I used a can. 1/4 of a medium onion. I did not use onion because the sauce itself that I made, the meat had onions in it. It calls for diced zucchini. I do not have any, you know what I do? Hold on. I do. Let me find it. I do have zucchini. Chico, I need you to stay out of here, Chico. I'm gonna throw in a bag of frozen zucchini. That needs to get used up. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, people. It'll be fine. And celery stalk. I know I have some chopped celery up in here. Let me find it. I'm looking for it. Well, I'm gonna throw in. Oh, Chico, you're not helping, Chico. All right. Chico is crawling up all over me. All right. There we go. We're gonna let this steam down. I do have some more onions in here. So I'm gonna put some more onions in here. Diced onion. Let me go see if I can find something that's celery in my pantry. I might have dehydrated celery. So I did dehydrate celery at one point. Let me go and see if I have some dehydrated celery. I am going to turn this down because I don't want this to boil. I want it to simmer for a while. And I'll bring you back when I find the celery. I'm bringing you in to show you the last ingredient that I have to add to this. I'm wearing my glasses. Oh. Is chili powder. I forgot chili powder. I did not find celery. That's all right. About 2 tablespoons. It says to taste. So I am going to just, I'm going to do this with my heart. Okay, it's not hot. And we're going to come in. And I'm going to put about that much in there. I need salt to go in here because none of the tomato sauce, none of that had salt in it. So we're going to put some salt in there. And put the lid on this chili powder before I knock it over. How many of y'all like that? Let me turn that off before it drives y'all nuts. Let me get this stirred in. Oh, I hope this comes out. I do. I do hope it comes out. Okay. We're going to let this simmer on for a little while I come in and take out the cornbread. No, it's not done yet. Okay, I'm gonna leave it in for another 5 minutes or so. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It's still very white on top, and if y'all could see, look, I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all to see. He is up underneath my feet. Look, this close to my feet. Look at that. Tell him. Tell him. All right, I'm back. I had to stop everything to get my readings into the doctor. And now I do believe it is ready. It's now brown on top. Let's see if that stopped. And we're gonna let it rest. Yeah, it's done. We're gonna let it rest. It does look pretty. It didn't rise as much as I had anticipated, but that's a bigger skillet. The batter wasn't a lot of batter. It did rise, just not as much as I expected. But I have a feeling it's gonna be good. Okay. We got the chili done. So I'm gonna come in here and get a little out. And I'm gonna use 1 scoop to go in my bowl. And then I'm gonna take it over to the table. I'm gonna put a plate underneath it just so I don't want to dirty up my tablecloth. And then I'm gonna come in. Let me see if you can see it. You can see it. I'm gonna come in over here and take a spatula. Just come in. Piece of it out. It's pretty flat, but you know what? It's pretty flat. I want y'all to see it, but I'm gonna be all right with this. If it tastes good, I'm all right with it being flat. I'll bring y'all over to the table. Here we go. Over to the table. I'm going to turn this vent off so it doesn't make any noise anymore. Let me get a spoon. And let's sit down and have us some Virta homemade chili. Oh, this is good. Very good. Folks, this tastes like cornbread. Savory. See? That's why I put the plate underneath, because I just splattered this all over the plate. This is so good. I need my happiness right now. So here we go. With my candle. Oh, let me try some zucchini with this and see. This is going to be a game changer for chili for me. The zucchini tastes good with it. It does. That zucchini is good. I'm going to sit here and enjoy my chili and my mock cornbread. The way I like to eat this is I like to have the cornbread with the chili like this. That's good. That is really good. Had I put it in the smaller skillet and had baking soda instead of baking powder, I think it would have made a difference. Baking soda is on my list, my grocery list. This is so good. This is exactly what I needed today. Was chili and cornbread. It's a comforting food for me. This is good. I could have another bowl of this. It was that good. I'm gonna let my body rest though. And if I want another bowl of this, I can have it. because I have not had any carbs all day. And so, yeah. So I can have another bowl of this later on if I want. It was so good. All right, I am going to get Chico his food and then let him eat, and I'm going to take him for a walk and let everything cool down. And then get in here and put out all the food away. Unless I want another bowl of this. Good evening, everyone. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and spending the day with me today. It makes my day to be able to share my daily activities with you all. And yeah, so I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to leave some playlists at the end of this video. I did go back and have a second bowl of the chili, and that was kind of my snack for this evening. And I'm going to leave playlists for you at the end, along with a subscribe button. If you haven't already gone back and watched my older videos or subscribed, I would appreciate you doing. She goes licking my leg. Stop it, baby. All right, here, hold on. Ooh, here, Chico. There, say hello to everyone. Stop licking my lotion off, okay? I'm at the end of the day. And so I've lotioned up my arms and my legs and my feet and my hands and all that. And Chico wants to lick it off. Okay? He wants to lick off the lotion. It's not good for you, baby. Not good for you. Y'all be blessed, because you guys bless Chico and I each and every day when you watch our videos. I will see you tomorrow.